There we are. We're live. 603, 603, 603, says Andy Fing.
Hello.
That,
Totally normal stream today.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that we were even wearing this. We've been recording the Q&A and stuff, and now I'm just... that's how you look to me now.
Okay.
Always.
Good.
Beautiful. So cute. 603 gang, make some noise. What's up, MC Lego Boy? Genie, Ice, Recovery Hacker. Good to see everyone. Genie's putting green flames in the chat.
Yay, green flames in the chat. Alex has a helmet that is probably not worth wearing.
Yeah, it's not great.
For this whole entire stream, but...
It's actually more comfortable than I thought it would be.
You can't really see it that well, but there's gold...
Yeah, I need to make it a little more pronounced.
Gold cracks and red tape. So we got a Night Trooper and a Night Sister. Yay! I have this, I got this for actually a Marin cosplay, but I think I can make something better because it does glow and it is green, but it's really big and awkward to hold. So, there's that.
David Canyo, no zombie makeup for Alex. We are doing that tomorrow. We're having a Halloween party at our place, and I will have Molly do whatever you need to do to make me look more dead. But
yeah, I'm gonna do this again.
She worked hard enough on herself today.
I'm gonna do this again tomorrow night, and then I'll be doing a zombie Barbie costume Saturday. So yeah, I'll do some zombie makeup on Alex tomorrow night. We'll probably have to start kind of early.
Okay. Stuart Lugson says, "You look awesome, Molly."
Thanks.
And then tagged me. I don't know if that means...
Thank you.
MC Lego Boy said, "I wanted to say sorry, Molly, for being a scoundrel last week. I didn't expect Alex to fall to the dark side so easily and hide a piece."
Oh, that's okay.
I'm easily influenced.
I might change it up. I might actually block out my brows tomorrow and leave out the unibrow thing. Because I did that just to cover my brows up, but the Great Mother, her markings are just down here and above her eyes and the little eye thing, or the half moon thing.
You could make up your own markings that just come out and cover your eyebrows if you don't want to do that. That's
kind of what I tried to do here, but then it just came out looking like a unibrow. Anyways, let me get to building. I don't think we're going to finish this on stream today, but hopefully before the 31st I'll have it done.
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags left.
You said you were going to help me.
I wanted you to do as much of it as you wanted. I'll probably just build the rest of it tonight if you want me to. I'll build up to the last bag and then you can finish it. Bryant Martinez says, "Nobody wants to be a Jedi no more. I remember when I was young, a group of us dressed as Jedis with our sabers missed the good old days before Order 66.
Aww.
I did a Jedi. We talked about some of our Halloween costumes in the Q&A, but I didn't bring this one up because I did do Luke Skywalker one year, which was pretty simple. Black sweat suit, black cape, black glove,
black
lightsaber.
Sweatsuit.
I don't even think my lightsaber was green. I think I just got one of those white light up ones.
Oh, this is the black flame candle.
We had at the start... Oh, you're making the candle? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Recovery Hacker, thank you for being a Biggs Mega Fan member for 6 months. I'm sorry to hear about your sister Susan. Has been sick for over a week with some serious sinus issues. Could you send her some get well soon love? We can. Get well soon. Do a spell. Fix her.
Don't be sick anymore.
Not all night sister magic is bad.
No, mine's especially bad.
Oh, well.
It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Well, then
But-
we'll just send our well wishes.
Yeah, that sucks. I hope she gets better soon.
And Hello Asti, thank you for our first super chat of the stream. Molly on Star Wars Explained equals Wolverine in the X-Men. Molly in a certain point of view equals Wolverine going to help the Avengers. Alex on a certain point of view is an X-Men Avengers team up.
Fun.
I don't know enough about Wolverine and the...
It just means that I can cross platforms.
Is Wolverine
I think.
I'm trying to figure out who's who in the Avengers.
I don't know.
Because Wolverine, I don't think, is a classic member of the Avengers.
Don't think about it too much.
Okay.
But I think it's a compliment. Oh yeah. I wonder when our other stickles stickers will get here.
Yeah, because Hilo destroyed some of the stickers. I put in an order for Lego to please send us some new ones, and their customer service is pretty great. So
It is.
But I think they do send from Denmark.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure on that, but
That is pretty far to travel.
Andy says Wolverine's been in the Avengers for like 20 years now. Goodness.
Well, yeah, he doesn't age, right? Or he ages really slowly.
Well, yeah, but like, I mean, I don't know how all the Marvel teams work. The X-Men are like their own team, and I know that some people enter in and out. I guess it seems like anyone in the MCU gets to be an Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Spider-Man has been in Fantastic Four, I think, at certain points. I don't know. NFL Picks and other stuff says everyone is an Avenger. Yep, that is accurate. Anyone that gets a movie or a show in the MCU,
You're an Avenger.
automatically an Avenger.
You're an Avenger.
Is there anyone...
You're an Avenger.
I'm trying to think of anyone... I guess Daredevil isn't yet. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and...
Not yet.
But I bet they will be, or Daredevil will be.
I could see that. Didn't they cancel the rest of that show, or they did something?
They're like completely resetting it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
It was good.
Well, no. Like, they're okay.
What?
They were gonna do like an MCU show, Daredevil Born Again, that I believe was going to carry on after the Netflix show, but they weren't happy with how it was going, so they're starting over from scratch. So they're not like erasing the Netflix stuff.
Oh.
Just the new season.
Oh, did that piece fall off? There was a red piece here, and I saw it rolling. Oh, there it is.
Mm.
Thank goodness that piece is red.
Stuart Lugsden, have I played Spider-Man 2 yet?
Oh,
Yes.
wait, there's two of them.
Uh-oh.
There's another red piece somewhere.
Or it might be in the bag still. But yes, I have played quite a bit of Spider-Man 2. I have no idea how far into it I am yet, because I've been taking my time doing a lot of side missions and stuff, but it's great. I loved the first one. I loved the Miles Morales game. Did you check the bag?
I did.
Okay. Not even 10 minutes in, and Molly lost a piece. Hilo, you gotta move your butt.
Oh,
There it is.
there it
It was
is.
under Hilo.
Yay. Well, typically the Lego pieces don't just roll like that. They're usually square.
You gotta be careful when you dump out the pieces.
I
I remember
will not.
someone in our chat at one point said we were very chaotic when we dump Lego pieces out. Not just you, me too.
I thrive with the chaos.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2 rocks. Haven't played it in a couple days because we also started playing the Moria game.
We?
Yeah, the same way you say we
I have
made a
not.
mess or something.
I have yet to be invited to play the Moria
You
game.
can play anything you want with us. Do you want to be
I don't know how to play.
Well, I'll teach you. You can get Return to Moria and dig holes with us.
I'm too busy.
No, this is Matrick. Thank you for the next super chat. Hey, y'all, just started class at Dad's Garage, in large part due to you guys, and it's great so far. And Wicked, too. Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad you're having fun there. We are annoyed because we saw that last week, I think, was the last showing of Wicket, and then right after that, the person who played Wicket was in improvised Dungeons and Dragons as Wicket, and I'm like, I would have liked to see that. Mm-hmm. And now this week they're doing the Fall of the House of Usher, but like an improvised murder mystery version of it, and we're gonna miss it because of our Halloween party, but that also looks really good.
Excited to throw a party though.
Yeah, but congratulations, Matrick. That's fantastic.
Awesome. You'll have to let us know how the classes go.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, got a super chat from a little old channel called the Templin Institute. That says, yeah, I got a question. Has the Coca-Cola sphere things from Galaxy's Edge shown up in any other Star Wars media? Are they canon? $5 to ask this question. And then he ran out of characters.
I bet it has. But
I'll look. I can't think of anything off of the top of my head, but Mark, that is actually kind of a fun question. Good job. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like in the Halcyon or Galaxy's Edge comics.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, that they'd show up maybe somewhere in a comic book. But I don't know.
According to Wikipedia, it looks like it's just at Galaxy's Edge and the Star Cruiser, so it has yet to pop up in like a comic, which actually does surprise me.
Yeah, that could be like a Disney Parks thing though.
But like, even if someone were just holding a red bottle, a red spherical bottle, we would know what it was.
I think they want to try to keep brand name stuff as far away from Star Wars as possible. Even though it's in Arabesh, it still very much looks like a Coca-Cola bottle.
That's why I think if it were in the comic, it would just be a red sphere, but I don't think it's happened. And Mark, have a safe flight. We'll see you soon. We're going to have a celebrity at our Halloween party because Mark's coming to town. I wanted to see what your reaction to that would be.
A celebrity?
He's a big-time YouTuber.
That's true. What are we going to do? Better clean up extra.
Nah. Molly's going to cast a spell on you, Mark.
Who says I haven't already? Dun dun dun.
Joel Davis, thank you for the next super chat. Do you think if Clone Wars wrapped up pre-sale to Disney, Ahsoka would have died? Personally, I'm not completely confident in this, considering Lucas's own views on Order 66 survivors. No, I don't think that at all. They talked about the ending of the Clone Wars back before they knew that it was ever going to get to be finished. There was a 2016, I think, panel at Star Wars Celebration where they spoiled the ending of the Clone Wars. And we're just like, yeah, Ahsoka was going to go to the Siege of Mandalore, and there were going to be a bunch of clones with like orange helmets and stuff, and like Dave Filoni made Ashley Eckstein cry on stage.
I remember that.
So I think they knew how that series was going to end. I don't think they sold Star Wars to Disney and then Disney was like, you can't kill Ahsoka. I don't think Disney's ever made any mandate like that. But yeah, I think Ahsoka was always intended to live.
These little pieces on the sides are hard to put on with my nails.
I'm going to see how long I keep these on. This is the smallest version of this costume I could find, and it's like
You're swimming in it.
I need to be doing more deadlifts. My wrists are puny. Deidre Russell, thank you for the next super chat. Loved Wicked at Dad's. First time there. Will go more. Wicked actor was fabulous, crazy, wonderful, insane.
Yay.
I love that.
The woman who plays Wicket, her name is Karen, and she was very briefly my improv teacher right before COVID happened and everything got shut down.
Yeah,
But
you had like 2 or 3 lessons with her, and then COVID hit, and they were like, we're not doing lessons anymore.
Yeah, but she's awesome. She's also on TikTok. If you want to follow her there, she does a lot of really funny skits on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. She's actually very big on TikTok.
She's about to bring back her cool mom character for Halloween, which is always a good time.
Yeah, I'll plug her TikTok. I think it's just Karen Cassidy, or maybe K-Cass. K-C-A-S-S.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's Karen C-A-S-S-S-S-S-S. 6 S's. Yeah.
6 S's.
But she has 2.5 million followers on TikTok.
Goodness.
Goodness gracious. But she's great. She just does a bunch of characters, little skits. She's very funny. And also just like one of the nicest people we've
her
ever met.
Camp counselor character.
Hopefully they do Wicked again. We know a ton of people involved in that show. Very passionate. And that theater is just great. It's one of our favorite places to be in Atlanta. What'd you just do?
Where did that go? Okay, I got it. I need like little sticky fingertips to hold some of these little pieces.
Now you're turning into a nerd. Bless you.
Pardon me.
Let's see. Mark said, I don't understand these references and I won't respond to them. I guess about casting a spell or something. I don't know. You're going to have to respond to them in person. We're going to make you. Ice, thanks for the next super chat.
Did he not watch Ahsoka?
I think he watched Ahsoka.
Oh, okay. Then I should look familiar.
Yeah. No, I think he meant what we were talking, what we were saying to him. I don't know. I never know with Mark. Ice says, love the costumes. Great job. Already making use of Ahsoka's spooky vibes. Have a great Halloween. Hope everyone has a good time and stays safe.
Thanks.
That's been my go-to Halloween strategy recently is... I think in 2020, Cobb Vanth had just happened, and I threw together a Cobb Vanth costume. I don't remember what I did in 2021. Last year, I did B2 Emo, and I made that like in a day or two.
Oh, what did you do? Because was that when I did Malignant?
Oh, yeah. I think it was.
I don't remember what you did.
Me neither. It was probably something Star Wars. Like, I just kind of... I remember in September, I was like, I want to do a Star Wars costume, but there hasn't been anything this year that really, like, jumped out and spoke to me. And then we saw the Night Troopers, and I was like, there it is. I'm doing that.
I didn't really plan to do this, but my other costume has... prosthetics involved, and I didn't want to try to do that more than once, so I was like, I need a second costume, which is not the first time that's happened for me. I need an extra costume.
You usually go through several ideas and order several costumes, and then we wind up just having extra costumes lying around.
Which is never a bad thing.
I'm not saying it is. Just saying you're indecisive, and I decide what to do a week before, and I throw it together.
We could have just stuck with our camp counselor costumes from Pa.
We did think about that. If you follow us on Twitter, you may have seen we helped our friend Zach Burkett shoot. We barely helped our friend Zach Burkett shoot a very like big production for a small film, short film. It was really impressive. I wasn't expecting like the amount of people there, like grips and gaffers and sound people and camera technic. Like he really went all out on it.
And it was an independent film, so SAG approved.
Yeah, there was even a SAG representative there. But we played 2 camp counselors in it. It's like a movie within a movie, and we were in that movie. And it was like a slasher film. So we were camp counselors that got killed.
We didn't have much to do, thank goodness, because we're not real actors.
But that was kind of the point, because since it was supposed to be a cheesy movie within an actual movie, we could be bad actors in it.
Yeah.
And if it comes across as bad, then it's like, we did our job. Joel Davis, thanks for another super chat. Ever considered doing one of those Star Wars ranking videos with the S tier, A tier, B tier, etc. style? Sure, but I would want to do like something weird. Like rank, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something just dumb in Star Wars that you could rank, like best squadron names or something that people don't normally do. Because yeah, like I could rank the movies or the TV shows or whatever, but I don't think that would take long.
Yeah.
I'd rather dig into something stupid and take it very seriously.
Best lightsaber moves.
Ooh, Shidoko says best in-universe foods. MC Lego Boy says the Knights of Ren. See, the Knights of Ren, like something like that is really good because we have almost nothing to go on. And so it's basically just aesthetics and what we're putting onto the characters. Yeah, something like that. Got a couple people saying creature rankings.
I'm just really bad at ranking stuff because I can never fully make up my mind in order to rank something. Like I'll be changing it the whole time. It's stressful for me to try to rank stuff.
I guess I kind of like that ranking system though, because it's not about so much putting them in order of best to worst. It's just like these are my
because you can have multiples in like the S tier, right?
Right.
Okay.
Just like these are my absolute top favorites, and then A is like I really like these but not as much, and it goes down to like, and I don't like this at all, which I feel like my F tier would be pretty empty in Star Wars. Unless it was like ranking clone troopers and then Bly goes right into F.
Poor Bly. He didn't realize he was gonna get all this hate from you.
It's not even his fault, really. It's my fault. Oh, Charles from accounting says best beard. I mean, best mustache would be a fun rank.
Dooku and Obi-Wan have pretty good beards.
I think Obi-Wan is like the gold standard. Well, where does George Lucas fall? He should be the only S tier, and then everyone else. Or Baron Papanoida gets S tier. Johnny C says rank all the I've got a bad feelings about this, but and then says but you kind of sort of did that.
Yeah,
I did.
You did that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I enjoyed that video.
Which one ended up being your favorite? Do you remember?
I think I remember more my least favorite ones. It was probably A New Hope. Probably both the A New Hope ones. Because that, like, Luke saying it as they're getting pulled closer to the Death Star, it's like, yeah, he's never been off the planet. He's just scared. That's an appropriate time to say, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't like it. Han Solo saying it in the trash compactor makes sense because it's the same thing. Like, things just went from bad to worse, and I don't know what's about to happen. But Lando saying it when TIE fighters show up in The Rise of Skywalker, it's like, yeah, obviously you have a bad feeling about it. You can just say, like, that's bad. Or Anakin saying it when all of the Geonosian beasts come out. Like, I have a bad feeling about this. Like, no, you're scared because those are going to eat you. You don't have a bad feeling. This is
a bad situation.
Yeah, exactly. But something like that where I can just be goofy and nitpicky about stuff in Star Wars that doesn't matter, that appeals to me.
Gosh.
Hey, Flickin' Reel. Says, hey, Damons, you watching Fall of the House of Usher? Planning on starting it tonight. Yeah, we did. We finished it. It's great.
It's very, very good.
Love is it the Flanaganverse? What do we call it?
I like Flaniverse.
Flaniverse.
Sounds like you should be wearing flannel the whole time.
That's anything George Lucas does. Watching the new Mike Flanagan show has been like my favorite new Halloween tradition.
Yeah, it's always exciting when you have a new Flanagan show in October to watch. But I really, really liked it. It's up there. It's in my top 3 of his shows.
Yeah, I think I would agree. To go back to rankings, I would go Midnight Mass, Hill House, and Fall of Usher are real close for me. Then probably Bly Manor, Midnight Club, but all of them I have enjoyed watching a lot.
Yeah, I think Hill House will always be my top, and then House of Usher and Midnight Mass are pretty close. Like, they're about on the same level for me. But they're so different. But I think I enjoyed both of them equally. Mm.
My favorite part is every year, like, talking to our friends who are also watching it, and they say, like, I forget his character in Usher, but they're like, man, that guy that plays Raul, or that guy that plays blah, 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 Raul Coley, he's really good. And then I'm like, did a podcast with him once. He likes Star Wars. Get to flex every year.
He also has a whole he paints minis, and he has a whole Instagram dedicated to his mini painting.
Yeah, he's a big old nerd.
I was like, damn, we need to get him in touch with Slam Sector.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that too.
Slam Sector, because of how we got them talking so much about corpse starch, which is a bread in Warhammer, they're doing a cooking show tonight.
For anyone that wasn't here last week, we were talking about Warhammer 40K because our friends have a 40K channel, and Molly said something about corpse starch, which is like this weird bread made out of dead people in Warhammer.
We were at a party, and I think we got to talking about the Game of Thrones cookbook, and we were like, what would they put in a Warhammer cookbook if they made one? And I think Ryan brought up corpse starch and told us what it was, and I was like, ew.
You brought it up last week, and then we rated them, so at the end of the stream we're going to rate them again, because they're going to be cooking with a corpse starch substitute.
Oh, I cannot wait to see
I forget what they landed on. It was either like Spam or cricket flour.
Ew. I hope it's both. I wish we could be over there to witness that.
Yeah.
But we'll have the stream on.
Jeff Molson, thank you for the next super chat. Wrapping up work, but I saw Molly's post about your costumes and I had to come check it out. Love them both. Great job on the customizations and makeup.
Thank you.
Molly's was probably... whose was harder this year, actually? Because you just had to put on a dress and do the makeup. Mine was also easy. I just threw duct tape on a pre-made stormtrooper suit last night and did some gold paint pen.
I mean, I spent a solid hour or more blending the makeup.
But I probably didn't spend that long on this.
I was kind of just making it up as I went. I was trying to do similar markings to the Great Mother, but makeup is kind of my thing. So you could technically say that this was easy for me. This dress
This was easy for me too.
I just found this dress on Amazon.
That's
I
a
got
great
lucky.
dress. I like that dress. It's very Night Sister. LOAST, thanks for another super chat. What's one thing you would magically whisper in the ear of the person writing Book of Boba Fett Season 2? Well, we don't even know if that's happening, but, like, I'll just say future Book of Boba Fett or...
Whisper in their ear.
Yeah, like, just to
Whoa.
influence them to do something. What's something you'd want to see? I'd whisper more Finnick Shand. Like, give her something more to do.
Yeah. I'd say take off Cobb Vanth's clothes.
More Cobb Vanth.
Just for you.
You could say more Cobb Vanth, and then they could interpret that as you will.
I like more Finnick Shand. More trippy episodes.
Yeah, I mean...
Get real trippy with it again.
Episode 2 was my favorite one.
More snorting of lizards.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, more Tusken Raider stuff. That stuff's really cool, and I hope they don't just drop it.
More Tusken Raider stuff would be good, because we were kind of hoping that would come back somehow, and it just didn't. Mm-hmm. Andrew Yako says, more Scooter Gang. Yeah. I mean, honestly, they didn't get to do that much either. They were just kind of around.
Let them go faster.
Yeah. Soup up their engines. Johnny C. I would agree with get off Tatooine.
Mm-hmm. Give Boba Fett an inner monologue.
The whole time?
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
I don't think I'd be about that. Deidre Russell, thanks for another super chat. Donate $2 to watch Molly do zombie makeup on Alex. We're not going to have time tomorrow. We're going to have to zip through.
I have no idea how long that's going to take, and we're going to be cleaning and stuff tomorrow.
I'm going to have to just, like, tape these on tomorrow.
Yeah, you could use the red tape and just tape around it.
I'm done with you for tonight. Also, it's kind of hot. It's chess pieces.
Warm. Was it on this live stream last week that we learned about the BBC Dracula?
I can't remember who told us about that.
But we started watching it, and it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting so far. It came out in 2020. I forget what it's called. If it's just Dracula. But it was a BBC, like, 3-part miniseries. It is very different from the book. I am not currently reading the book.
Andy said it was Sean on Happy Hour.
Oh, okay. But since I'm not reading the book, I have nothing to compare it to, so I'm having a lot of fun.
It's very different from the book, but I'm glad to see something different that I'm not expecting.
And Galadriel is in it from Rings of Power.
LOST, thanks for another question. What is one thing a tourist in Atlanta should see? I mean, we always take people to...
Church.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very fun bar called Church that's right down the street from Dad's Garage. So we usually do a double feature of Dad's Garage and then Church, the bar.
Edgewood, there's just like tons of cool places to check out on Edgewood, which is just a street downtown. But like we have to pick one place.
Yeah, just one thing. The aquarium.
Yeah, I guess. That's like such a boring
Yeah,
answer.
I mean, it's definitely a tourist thing to see. I would pick that over the World of Coke. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tend to take friends to different areas. Decatur Square, Decatur in general is really cool. lots to do there.
It depends, because like if you're a beer drinker, we could take you to a bunch of really good breweries. But if you're not a beer drinker, you would not have a good time at those places.
Ooh, Sir Xander J. Williams, Esquire, with a great name, says, what is your favorite Halloween movie, as in Michael Myers?
Probably the first one. Although what was the one in 2018?
Halloween?
Is that the first of like the new trilogy?
Yeah, that was either 2017 or 18.
I kind of want to rewatch that one because I did really like that one too.
Well, that was, I think, my first Halloween movie, and I really liked it. So I was going to go the Halloween 2017, 18, whatever remake. I really liked it. Kills was okay. Ends was okay. But I really liked 1 and 2. We watched 3 for the first time this year, which I guess Michael Myers technically is in it for a couple seconds, but
I really liked 3 because it was so weird.
I didn't. It was definitely weird, but I thought it was kind of all over the place.
It was extra campy and pulpy, I thought. Yeah, I wouldn't mind rewatching Halloween 2017 or 2018, whatever that one is. But I also just really like the original.
The original's good. 2, I thought was just okay.
Yeah.
But like, I guess the 2 that start everything, I like a lot. H2O was all right. We did see that one last year. At least it was short.
Yeah.
I respected that. Ice, thanks for another question. Spooky question. Which is the scariest species in the galaxy? The Nameless, the Night Sisters, Drengir, Geonosians, or do you have your own pick?
We talk about this in the Q&A.
It's the Q&A question of the week. I said, well, the question was like, what's one that scares you personally? And I was scared of the Dianoga as a kid just because the idea of not being able to see it in like really shallow water. You just saw the eyeball and the tentacle, and then it pulled Luke underwater. That scared me. But I do think I'd probably go with the Nameless as the scariest thing in the galaxy. Because if you're a Force user, it's just terrible. And even if you're not, it can still like cut you up, and it looks terrifying.
Yeah. I think I said the ice spiders from Mandalorian just because I'm not super into spiders. Are these... Is this a piece...
Those are extras.
That's okay to be an extra?
I would look back and see where...
I think I'm fine. Because the only place we used that was in this little stand.
I think it's all right then. That's a unique enough piece that I think it would... Well...
They know that those pieces roll, so they gave you an extra.
Actually, I'm iffy on that because they gave you 2 of these, and there's not a third. Unless that one's under Hilo's butt, too.
I honestly could not care if I did miss that one, because it looks great.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does go on there. That's just meant to be taller.
I couldn't even care, and she's still gonna fix it.
Well, if I was gonna have to go searching, but this piece was only in one other spot. I knew that was kind of short.
Deidre, thank you for another super chat. Says, Molly, watching you do Alex's drag queen makeup is a beautiful core memory. And then says, no spiders, but also said, she meant tonight to see if we could raise money for me to do zombie makeup. I don't want to do that tonight because we have to finish this.
That would take a long time.
We have to finish this and then do more work and then clean for the party tomorrow. We have a busy night ahead of us, but maybe we could record a time lapse of the zombie makeup or something. I don't know. We'll see.
That could be fun.
Because that would be simple to do, I think. I don't know. You're the one that does the makeup.
Yeah, it could work. It's just having to work around a camera could get dicey, but
I'll leave that up to you.
What time is it?
6:45.
Okay.
Yeah. You have time for another bag.
Bag
9.
8. Wait, this says...
Yeah, because you went backwards.
Oh, I just... I was like, what? I just did 8.
But careful when you pull 9 out because I opened it.
Right here?
Yeah. Jose Maiz, are we going to watch the Five Nights at Freddy film?
I mean, I might watch it once it's streaming.
I think it's going to be on Peacock if it's not already.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Maybe. I never played the game, so I don't know much about the franchise.
I've played one of the games, but I didn't beat it or anything. I just played it for a little bit and I was like, okay, it's scary. I know that seems like one of those things that a certain generation got hit with it and it just blew up. And we were not part of that generation. Mm-hmm. But I know what it is. And the idea of like a horror Chuck E. Cheese film is pretty fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many tiny pieces. Ugh.
Tommy P says, just finished Spider-Man 2's main story. It's peak. Can't wait.
Nice.
I still have probably quite a bit to go. But like I said at the start of the chat, I am taking my time doing side missions and
well, every time
taking
you want
pictures
to
and
play, it's like after dinner and I want to watch spooky stuff. I watched Sleepy Hollow today, like first thing when I got up. I was just like, I'm sitting here enjoying my coffee. I got up early. I'm going to put on a movie. And that movie is pure vibes.
JC, thank you for the super chat. Awesome costumes, or is this just a peek at your typical Thursday chilling at home?
Yeah, when I wash my beauty makeup off, this is what's underneath.
That's just what you normally look like.
Yeah.
And then they ask, favorite Ernest movie? The correct answer, they say, is Scared Stupid. And that's really the only one I know well.
There's Ernest Saves Christmas? Is that one?
Yeah, Ernest Goes to Camp. Ernest Goes to Jail.
Ernest, the Halloween one was always my favorite.
That's the only one I remember. I know I've seen a handful of them, but that troll monster, I remember that freaking me out as a kid, even though it was like funny and would get beat up and messed around and then gets killed by milk in the end.
Yeah, I don't think that movie would hold up. Like, I don't think I could watch it now and enjoy it.
Probably not.
A lot of stuff that I watched as a kid I can, but that feels like one that I'd get really tired of it real fast.
Charles from Accounting, this is a great question. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think superhero media exists in the Star Wars universe? Are young kids reading about the adventures of Wee Shockman swinging around Coruscant? Man, can you imagine being Spider-Man on Coruscant?
That would be fun.
Like, just all those levels. You'd never run out of places to swing. You might just get hit by a flying car, though. That could be dangerous.
I know they had stories about the Jedi, but superheroes?
I'm like, in a galaxy where Jedi exist, where Night Sisters exist, where you already have all of these things we would consider to be supernatural, I guess they would probably still find a way to tell a story that was even more heightened. I don't know.
They have, like, so we know they have Jedi stories. We know they have sports. So they have, like, people that they idolize in sports, like a really good pod racer or something along those lines. But I don't know who else kids would look up to.
And someone mentioned, like, Iron Man wearing Beskar armor, where it's like, well, yeah, I mean, Mandalorians are already... You have a planet full of Iron Men. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if they have superhero media.
That would just be like reading a history book for a kid in Star Wars.
I'm trying to think of any examples of something. I know that there's... they call it like Space Wars or something, but there is a Star Wars story within Star Wars. It's mostly just a joke. You can find it a couple places in Star Wars Rebels, but it's like a poster or a magazine or comic or something, and it uses the old Ralph McQuarrie concept art, and it just says Space Wars in Arabesh.
It's very meta.
So there are 100% Jedi stories, but I don't know if there's anything just like superhero stories. Yet Lady of Whim says that would basically be Spider-Man 2099. But I bet the Jedi stories would probably exaggerate their abilities. I could see that happening, so that could be a level of superhero.
Yeah. I don't know, it feels like most adults in Star Wars just want to raise their kids to want to be good citizens and, like, good farmers and politicians and teachers. That, like, they don't want them idolizing superheroes. And probably not the Jedi either.
What are our opinions on Ben 10? I think that's another question of just, like, weird, not that young.
Who is that? Is that a person?
I think it's a show.
Ben 10?
Ben 10. That sounds kind of familiar to me, but I feel like that was a...
Never heard of it.
Yeah. I've heard of it. No idea what it's about. So I have no opinion on it. Yeah, Ice says it's a show from 2005.
Oh.
I mean...
That's when we graduated high school.
Right. So, like, we would have
we were
not
busy.
been watching it. Deidre, thank you for another question. Who should write the equivalent of Greek mythology and fairy tales in-universe in Star Wars? Also, do people in Star Wars play D&D? That reminds me of we listened to a podcast called Hello from the Magic Tavern, where...
Oh, Offices and Bosses.
Offices and Bosses. People in that universe, it's like a fantasy universe, and instead of playing Dungeons and Dragons, because those exist over there, they play Offices and Bosses, where they go to work and they have to avoid, like...
The boss.
Avoid bosses or endure small talk and stuff like that. It's great. I love that. So I'm wondering if people in Star Wars would play like a very mundane version of D&D.
So in this world, you have to drive a car that has wheels on the ground.
Yeah. Ugh. What are wheels even? I don't know if like who should write the equivalent of Greek mythology. I don't know a lot about how Greek mythology was written. Obviously, there were people like Homer who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey and stuff, but a lot of those tales I think were just oral history. So I don't know if... Huh? Hu Yang? Yeah, I mean, he definitely has those history of the universe stories. I guess in my head that was an actual history, but
Yeah.
um,
I guess not a droid if we're talking about like mythology in Star Wars.
and I guess so. The mythology within Star Wars, I think, would probably be the Mortis gods. Well, first of all, I think every planet would probably have their own mythology at some point,
Yeah.
because for a while,
Oh yeah, because Kashyyyk kind of does, and the Night Sisters do.
so I think it would just be the oral history, or like a great mother of Dathomir would write down the mythology of their planet and that they came from Peridia originally and so on. Kashyyyk, there'd probably be some ancient chief like Tarful that would have written something down.
Hilo got tired of us talking about Star Wars stuff
Hilo
and
is
left.
over this.
I'm getting hot. My head is hot under this thing.
Well, you can take the hood off. You're getting hot.
What
I'm
does
like
it-
over here rolling up pant legs and
It doesn't look the same that you can see my ears.
no, not your ears.
It just
Gross. Hide those. Put them away.
they really stand out against the makeup. But I'm hot.
Deidre, thank you for another one. Continuing on, is there a Bible-type book or common man collection of prophecy in the Star Wars universe? Common man? I don't know. The Jedi definitely had collections of prophecies, and they had their sacred Jedi texts.
It is interesting that, I mean, this is just because of it being the very first movie and coming out in 77. They didn't know any better, but Tarkin uses the word religion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're the last of your religion.
I mean,
something
I would
like
argue that the Jedi are a religion.
Yeah, but, like, that means that there are other religions, which we kind of see in the Path of the Open Hand, but we
Yep.
don't see a whole lot of other instances of religion.
Well, I mean, I think the Night Sisters. I'll look up the definition.
Honestly,
of religion,
it's probably just George Lucas being like, let's not complicate this too much by introducing a bunch of different religions, because that would give people other reasons to have wars.
I mean, it's just like a religion is a particular system of faith and worship. Like, I think the Night Sisters had a religion. Mm-hmm. The Lasat had a religion. Kashyyyk.
But they never
Or
really-
just like vague spirituality, I
yeah,
think
they
counts.
never really call it that.
Yeah. That's true. They don't... That word doesn't tend to come up in Star Wars a lot, but I think a lot of the Force-based belief systems could just be... The Church of the Force is probably a religion. Guardians of the Wills, even though they're kind of connected, would still be its own set of beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's... Again, because there's so many planets, I would assume each planet would probably have multiple...
Oh yeah, because you have the Eldani people too.
Yeah. Like, each planet, I would assume, would at least have one main religion, and probably they would each have multiple. Like, I bet there are different versions of tribes in Kashyyyk that are like, we pray to the trees this way, and another tribe's like, well, we pray to the trees this way, and so on. Nice, thanks for the next super chat. I never got into Marvel, but I'm looking forward to playing the Spider-Man games to expand my horizons. That's a great start. I own the first, but just never got around to playing it, so I'm going to do that soon, then hop into 2. Before you do 2, also play the Miles Morales game, because it's like Spider-Man 1.5. It's got a full story. It's a whole new set of abilities that Miles has that's different from Peter that are really fun to use. And then when you get to 2, you get both of them. So that's fun. But yeah, all 3 Spider-Man games are really fun. 2's been great. Like, it's just a game I could sit and play and just swing around in and be like, oh, there's a crime over there. Gotta go stop it.
There is a lot to do. For me, it makes me dizzy.
There's a lot going on. And the combat, I would not recommend the combat for a gamer of Molly's level. I mean, well, honestly, though, you'd probably do okay if you.
Once I got the hang of it, sure, but it just.
Well, your gameplay style is mash buttons, and really, I think you would probably pull off some cool stuff by doing that.
I know. I usually do, but then I don't know how to recreate it, and I get frustrated. So I'm just like not an avid gamer. So when stuff like this comes out, I'm not like, oh, I wish I could play it and enjoy it. I'm just like, do your thing, King. That's like not for me, but I'll watch some of it.
In my experience, it's something that I don't consider myself an avid gamer who plays every game that comes out, but this is a game that makes you feel cool. Like when you pull off certain stuff, you're like, yes.
Yeah, you can't fall down.
That's true. There's no fall damage.
Like I asked the very simple question. I was like, what happens if he doesn't make this jump, or doesn't land this jump, or what doesn't land on this building? And it's like he just keeps running on the building, and then he lands somewhere. I'm like, oh, so you can't mess that up.
You could jump off of the Empire State Building, and he'll just land on his feet on the ground.
But that's because, I mean, I like that because that's what Spider-Man would do.
Yeah. The traversing of the city is so much fun. Like, they have fast travel in it, and I'm like, nah, I'll swing over there. It's fine.
Not around here, partner.
Not around here, partner.
We've been quoting that TikTok a lot because it's on all the chonky cat TikToks where it's like, you should only be feeding your cat this much, and then they cut to a chonk.
Not around here, partner.
Not around here.
Oh, Dingbat says they added fall damage back as an option. I will not be turning that on.
Boo.
If you wanted like a harder experience. And Andy says, I'm still terrible at parrying in 2. I'm so used to just dodging. I'm the same way. That's been difficult to try.
What's the difference between a dodge and a parry?
A parry is like a counter attack, and dodging is just not getting hit. But the first 2 Spider-Man and Miles Morales had like just the dodge mechanic. Mm-hmm. And so I got really used to doing that. And now having to parry as well, there's a lot. Ice went on to say, I've heard so many good things about the first game, and now the second sounds like a good way to spend the Star Wars dry season. Mm-hmm. I own Miles Morales as well. I got a double bundle when it was on a good discount around Christmas a year ago. My goodness. You've sung its praises as well, so appreciate the recommendation. Any non-spoiler tips to give? Yeah, just have, like, don't rush through the story. I remember in the first game, they showed you like, oh, Peter has backpacks hidden around the city, and I was like, I'm gonna go get all the backpacks, and just had a blast finding those. And so doing all of the side stuff, you'll level up, and you'll be nice and strong for the main stuff. But all of the side things are really fun to go collect. Like, I don't platinum or 100% most games that I play, but I did the first Spider-Man game.
Listen to the NPC talking.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Just like they're random people that are having conversations. Give them a listen, because sometimes they're really funny.
There's a tweet going around of a couple babysitters having a chat in Spider-Man 2, and it's very funny.
One of them's like saying that she doesn't know how she got this gig because she's never even held a baby in her life, and she's asking the other one for tips, and
there's like, one where she says like, don't use baby powder, use petroleum jelly. And then the other actress is like, wait, we're putting gasoline on these children? And she's like, no, petroleum jelly. It's different. I think it's just
Like
two.
Vaseline.
I think it's just two actresses improving and having it like it's so funny.
Oh, I bet they couldn't say Vaseline because that's a brand name. Smart.
Just
I said that about myself just then.
you're smart.
Smart.
Smart. I'm smart. Deidre, thanks for another super chat. Says those differences would be fun to explore. I think, meaning like the differences between different planets and their mythologies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. This thing just keeps getting taller and taller.
That's cool. Yeah, I always like it when we get to see new belief systems in Star Wars. The stuff in the Thrawn books, the Ascendancy trilogy, seeing how the Force works or how people relate to it in the unknown regions. I really like that. Dingbat says, it is confirmed a lot of the NPC chatter is improvised. I believe it. That just felt like...
Well, you went up to... You were at like a school fair or something, and you went up to one of the booths, and you could like talk to them about what their booth was about. And I just love that kind of stuff in these games. Like, this would take me ages to finish, because I would want to go and listen to every single person talk and like do every little thing, but then I'd get frustrated and then just probably stop playing it.
Yeah. I mean, the way I play it is I just swing around and I do some stuff. I finish like an area and then I'll be like, all right, I'm ready for a new mission. Because the actual missions take a good 20, 30 minutes to complete. Mm-hmm. And then you swing around and you have some fun. But at some point I'll probably just like power through the rest of the story and then go and do all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think this will be a game that I 100%.
100%. These are interesting.
I don't exactly know what a crack theory is. Maybe Tyrannobody thought of this while on crack, but thanks for the super chat.
I think that's what it's meant to be, like a...
Or just an insane theory.
Maybe I'm on crack, but insert theory here.
They said, recast Balin by messing up his face and retconning him into the original Snoke the others are based on. More Snoke nonsense, / crack theory. Okay, yeah, he means, yeah, just basically total nonsense.
Okay.
I figured. I would be fine without any more Snoke nonsense for a while.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna incorporate that, or if they will.
I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but like right now, I'm just having so much fun in the High Republic. I'm ready for the Acolyte. I'm like, we can leave Snoke alone for a little bit. I'm sure they will one day tell that story, but I'm not in a rush.
Goodness, there's so many little tiny pieces.
You're doing great. I'm just watching you sort. I don't know why. I'm enthralled.
It's hard with my nails.
Chazertron 5000 says, love the costumes. Thanks, Chazertron. Jose says, I really want to play Miles Morales. You should. It's very good. I'm having fun just unlocking all the costumes, too. They're all fun. right now I have both Peter and Miles in like these hooded caped costumes. They look like spider knights or something. It's great. I like making them match.
And you can make them look like the animated ones, and you can adjust the frame rate to make them look like it's in the animated version, and that's really cool.
That was something from Spider-Man 1 that you could just have like animated Spider-Man swinging around the city, but I unlocked the film noir one, or Spider Noir, and that one looked great. And then they were like, hey, now you can just turn that on for all of your costumes. Super cool. That's something that I hope. I feel like Star Wars Jedi Survivor improved upon Fallen Order in the way that it was just a little more goofy and fun. I feel like they were more reserved in Fallen Order. I don't know if that was like a Lucasfilm or an EA mandate or something, but they were like, let's hold back a little bit. And then in Survivor, they're like, mutton chops, mullets, anything you want, like bandanas. I'm glad to see Star Wars video games having a little more fun, where obviously it makes no sense that animated Spider-Man is swinging around the city in fewer frame rates than the rest of the population. But it's just fun, and I'm glad that they seem to be heading in that direction.
It's a video game, and if we're going to do the Spider-Man multiverse, you got to really do it. You got to commit. And frame rate is a part of that commitment.
XLMAUFO, thank you for the next super chat, and your first super chat ever. Thank you. Love watching your videos. Heart, how and when did you both meet each other? It was good timing for this question. We met at a Halloween party in 2007. I always have to do the math a little bit.
Yeah, it was like my third or fourth Halloween party that year. And one of my friends, we had a mutual friend, and she was like, you should go to this party. And I was like, I don't know, I'm not going to know anybody there. And so I convinced one of my friends to come with me to go to this party. And then I met a bunch of cool people.
So did we. Like, I brought my friend group, and she brought her friend group. And then we all...
It was just me and Elise.
Met. Casey was there.
Was she?
Yeah. She was the one that told you to go to that party.
But I don't remember her being there.
She was there. Because I was in a wedding for one of my friends that morning.
Okay,
and Casey was also there. And we were like, oh, we're all going to go to someone else who was in the wedding. He was throwing the party.
Was Phoebe there?
Was Phoebe there?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
You had more friends than just Elise.
That was nervous. Like, I was nervous to do that because I was like, I've never just gone to a random party of no one that I know. Usually it's like somebody I've met before.
I was also nervous. I had like the goal of just going and meeting new people at that party. We were like, we're all going as friends, and I had plenty of friends to hang out with, but I was like, I'm gonna meet some new people. Maybe I'll get a phone number tonight.
Was that a goal?
Didn't mean to get a wife, but...
Was that a goal?
Yeah.
And you got two.
When I set my mind to something.
You got lucky.
Was it luck? In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Okay.
I'm just hot.
I'm also hot. I'm burning up in this costume.
I know, the stupid lights.
I feel like the lights are heating up the makeup on my face.
It's gonna be stained on you.
No.
But then you won't have to do it tomorrow.
Imagine what my pillow's gonna look like. Yeah, we met at a Halloween party. We started dating, what, in December? November, December?
November, December, yeah. We hung out a couple times and then started dating. I think we were Facebook official in December.
Whoops.
Chazotron 5000, thanks for the super chat. If I missed it, Molly, you don't happen to have the Blade of Talzin somewhere, do you?
I wish I did.
You do have a little green ball of magic. You could.
Got a green ball of magic. It's.
Wow.
It does blink. If that helps. Ooh.
Spooky magic. Oh, drop it on the house.
Did I turn it off?
Alex, do you have an Enoch mask? Also, I'm glad to see you're not corpse bred. Oh yeah, I was voted to potentially be corpse bred.
Oh, were
last
you
week.
voted for that?
No, I think they settled on Matt, but I think I was in the running.
When does that start?
In 17 minutes.
Oh, okay. I might be actually.
You're
done
doing
by
good.
Then.
And Jazzatron wants to know how long it took to do the makeup.
I can't remember when I started, but I'd say probably an hour.
I think it was less than that. I think you did that pretty quick.
I was just kind of slapping it on, and then I went back and added some detail stuff, but yeah. I might do some things different tomorrow. The base is like a mixture of different creams. When I first started putting it on, it looked blue. And it doesn't look blue in the camera, which is good.
It doesn't look blue now. When you first walked in, it looked a little blue. Not like Thrawn blue, but...
Yeah, it was weird. But, so I might use a different kind of paint for the base just to make sure it looks nice and gray. And then blend on top of that with cream and powder. I'm more excited for my zombie makeup. But I'm also very nervous about that because it's been a long time since I've used a prosthetic.
Ice wants to know if you based that specifically on Claudia Black's character. Yes.
I did. I added like a little unibrow because she has her brows like completely blocked out, and I didn't do that for this. So I was just like, I'm just going to add an extra line or two.
You do whatever you want. Lightspeed Bear, thank you for being a Biggs mega fan for 14 months. I rewatched Rogue One recently, and wow, the space battle is incredible. Hoping we get some pilot stories / large-scale space action soon. Long overdue. I agree. That's part of the reason...
Thrawn being back, we should.
Well, that's part of the reason I was, like, itching for it in Ahsoka. I was like, let's get him home. Let's have, like, a really fun space battle to show, like, a grand reopening party. A grand, like... A homecoming party.
The Grand Admiral is back.
Yeah. Just show him
back,
kicking some butt. But yeah, I just want some good space starfighter action. It does feel like it's been a minute.
Yeah. I hope we get it.
Although The Mandalorian Season 3,
the budget...
Season 3 did pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's dogfighting.
I don't know if the budget will allow for it, but I hope it does.
Like Bo-Katan doing that Tokyo drift. That was cool.
She's like, what? I'm a little rusty.
And the dogfights in Ahsoka were good too, but it's just, I want something, like Rogue One, Battle of Endor level.
Yeah. Man. This is like...
The Grand Admiral's grand re-entrance. Yes, Tyrannonauti. That sounds right. Oh, now you gotta put that on top of all that? That's cool, though. I've never seen a piece like this.
It's like... Okay, so... That's... all I can really do. Interesting. Okay.
Matt Webb, are we going to get the Venator? We already have the Venator. We will start it next week. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I turned this off. I'm gonna try to finish this between the two of us.
We can finish this today or tomorrow. It'll be ready for the party.
It doesn't have to be ready for the party. In fact, I don't know if I want people touching it.
Oh, look at you now. Now you're becoming a master builder.
This set has taken a while, and it's got so many small parts.
How the turntables.
If it were up to me, I'd be gluing all this stuff. But apparently they made a whole movie about that.
You're not supposed to do that.
But it'll be done at some point. We'll post pictures of it.
MC Lego Boy agrees. Says, oh man, Molly's saying don't touch.
Yeah, this is my set. I don't know if I trust our friends after they've had my hunch punch.
That's true.
But
You could just be like, it's a display piece.
It's for display purposes only. Get your grubby hands off of it.
Deidre, thanks for another super chat. Wants to know, what will your Grogu wear for Halloween?
Ooh. Well, he's got a little, witch costume on already. I haven't gotten him any new costumes in a while. I probably should. Get him a new little Christmas outfit.
Sticking with the witch.
Yeah, he's got a little black witch hat and a cape and a little pail, a Halloween candy bucket.
Could put him downstairs.
I don't want anybody to touch him either. Only if they put candy in his basket that then we can eat together.
Deidre suggests a Night Sister for future Halloweens.
Ooh, I don't...
Put him in little red robes.
That would be cute. I don't want to paint his face, though.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Just get him a little red burlap sack.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of these in a while. Thank you, Coleslaw. Did you know that the Noti shells are not part of their own biology? They're actually half Peridian space avocado peels. Peridia, as a planet with strong force connections, has huge space avocados. Haven't had a space avocado fact in a long time. That's a blast from the past.
I've been needing them. I know literally nothing about avocado now.
Andy in the chat says, oh, damn, what a throwback.
New people in the stream are like, what?
Yeah, what?
The heck?
This coleslaw guy likes avocados. Jose said, what's a space avocado? I think the lore behind that was that Molly got excited because you found out that if you keep avocados in water in the fridge, they stay fresh longer.
Uh-huh.
And you just talked about that on a live stream a lot.
I was like, this is an important update for everyone who likes to eat food, and especially those of you who like avocados. Because I never used to buy avocados because they would always go bad before I could eat them or finish them or whatever.
Chat is blowing up. Avocado! Do turtles like space avocados? Last week we got the turtles. This week we got avocados.
It's all connected.
Coleslaw says, sorry for my long absence. Grad school is murder. It is all good. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad to learn something new tonight.
Yeah. Grad school sounds awful. But keep up the good work.
XLMAUFO, thanks for another super chat. And this one we kind of answered already, but... and CC Pruitt is back in chat and says, turtles do like avocados.
Yay! SFC Pruitt.
But XLMAUFO says, have you ever thought about doing the tier list videos? Like maybe ranking all Jedi, movies, TV shows, Clone Wars characters, etc.
Maybe we should. Maybe we could do that as a live stream, but have the tier list up on the screen and just talk our way through it.
I think that'd be fun, but my caveat, XLM, was that I want to rank weird stuff. I mean, sure, we can absolutely do the movies and the TV shows and stuff, but that's like, everyone does that. But how many people do you see ranking the mustaches of Star Wars? A lot of people were putting out like creatures, droids, ships.
Well, I know like just the general audience would probably love to know your rankings on just basic stuff.
If there's a Glup Shido ranker, that would be really fun. Mm-hmm. I really liked the foods of Star Wars idea. I think that's fun. Like, what would you most want to eat?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I'd have to look at a list. I mean, the food that they have at Galaxy's Edge is actually pretty decent. Like, the curry chicken dish that they have at whatever that Docking Bay 7 place is pretty good.
Maybe we could do something. I'll look into tier lists, because I do think it would be fun if we alternated. Like, we'll flip a coin, see who goes first, and then whatever character is next, the other person gets to rank them. And I'm sure that will spark some arguments here or there.
That would be like a joint ranking, though.
Yeah,
I bet.
I mean, it would just be chaos. Like.
I was gonna say, I bet people would probably just want to know your actual ranking.
We could do that too, but doing a chaotic. If we're live streaming it,
look at that little bat. Where does he go?
Oh, Jared the Dark Jedi, what's up? Sora Bulk is the ultimate Glup Shido. Dude has 30 seconds of screen time in Attack of the Clones, and then has a wild arc as Dooku's assassin, god tier.
What's his name?
Sora Bulk, one of the 12 survivors from the Geonosis arena.
Oh. Huh. I totally forgot about that.
Speaking, I mean, this is kind of along the same lines. Brian Barrett says, bring back Between Two Suns. The longer discussion that we used to do. We only did a handful of those, but...
What did we do those on?
I thought we did them on Patreon, but I can't remember.
I mean,
we just, like, sat and talked about...
I loved that idea. But, like, we could do that and interview our Star Wars friends about just other stuff that they have. Like,
yeah.
Kind of like what Other Center is doing.
Mm. We're going to be talking about 2024 stuff soon. We need to do that, and just like what other things do we want to explore? We have some experimental ideas for next year that we'll probably throw around. Fet Lore, thanks for the super chat. I was wondering if it's ever actually stated that Gideon got the Darksaber on Mandalore, or is it possible he acquired it after Return of the Jedi from Vader's castle?
I don't think they ever say.
I also... Like, Bo-Katan said that she surrendered, and in my headcanon, she handed over the Darksaber as part of that surrender. But it does sound like, now that what did they say in Ahsoka? Hu Yang was telling Ezra about when the Purge of Mandalore happened, and I think that was after Return of the Jedi, or close to it. I would imagine it was part of Operation Cinder, so he may have gotten it after Return of the Jedi. But I don't think he stole it from Vader's castle.
No.
I mean, maybe, like, after Vader was dead and Gideon was just like, I'm going to go take a thing. I'm going to go get that.
That's mine now.
It's possible.
But yeah, it seemed like Bo-Katan felt like, made it seem like she surrendered it to him. Oh, wait.
Chazatron, thanks for another super chat. Have you done favorite creepy Star Wars moments or characters? We kind of talk about jump scare moments in our Q&A. this week. We talk about the Minoc. You talk about Dark Ray with her spooky teeth.
Yeah. Jump scares was another Q&A question. And the first one that popped in my head was Dark Ray with her spooky teeth.
I like the Clone Wars zombie stuff, whether it's Geonosian brainworms or the Night Sisters. But
I was wondering what this is, and it's a sprinkler, like a fire alarm sprinkler.
Oh.
I think.
But I really like, for spooky things, just playing on Dathomir in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and then having... Uh-oh. That looks like you missed a level on the chimney.
Oh.
So it would probably cover that up.
Okay.
But yeah, like, I remember being real creeped out when the Night Sisters were around. The zombie Night Sisters. Well, yeah, there's 3 on each side.
1, 2,
So you have 3 there, and... So, hold on. Take this off, and then you can, like... Oh, my stupid chest piece.
I'm trying to take it off in the right spot.
Yeah.
Help. How did I miss a whole level?
I mean, when you're doing just the same thing over and over, I do it all the time. It's easy to miss.
I guess.
There. You just do that and then pop the chimney back on top. Coleslaw, thanks for another super chat. My university's Space Minor department asked me to host a Star Wars trivia night. Came up with 41 questions, and we had the game last night. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I love writing trivia questions. Hit us with some. While Molly finishes the chimney. We're about to wrap up, but we went to a random trivia last night. It wasn't Star Wars, but we got 4th.
Yeah.
We almost got 3rd. We were close.
I should have listened to you on the planet question.
I didn't know. I was just naming
Your
planets.
instinct is always better than mine on that stuff.
Not
Are these
always.
acceptable leftover pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are all good. All right. So you're through bag 10, or was that 9? That was 9. That looks right to me.
Okay. That was...
I think that was 9.
Yeah, bag 10 is the next one.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, yeah, 5 more bags. We'll finish that before Halloween. It just won't be on stream.
Yeah.
But it's still looking good.
It's looking like a house. Look at
Oh
this
man,
little
Coleslaw, you're
house.
gonna do a holiday special question right out of the bat. What band's groovy music video, Hologram, did Art Carney make the Imperial officer watch in the holiday special? I think it was Jefferson Starship, but I don't know if they had a Star Wars name. Like if they,
that
or
I
if it
don't
was just
remember.
Jefferson Starship.
You know what though?
Okay, it's just Jefferson Starship. All right.
The other day, the owner of one of the breweries that we go to a lot started talking to us and was like, "Hey, if you ever want to like host an event or trivia or anything here," and then that got me thinking. I was like, "Well, November's coming, which means Life Day is coming, and we could see if they would want to do like a Life Day Star Wars trivia." And, like, not all of it be from the holiday special, but we could sprinkle in some holiday special questions. Just because, like,
It could be just a life day. There's other life day stories.
But it's hard to. It's only available if you can find it on YouTube, right? The holiday special.
Pretty much, yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
For Slam Sector, they're getting ready to start their cooking stream. I'll put my hood back up.
We'll hang out for like 3 minutes before we wrap up. The real Red 5, thanks for the next super chat. Can the Rebellion spend $79.8 million in 5 years? If not, could Han's reward in episode 4 be credits from Aldani? Oh, okay. Maybe. I could see that Han just got 17,000, or I guess it would be 15 from the Rebellion. That was just like, here's some Aldani money.
You can only spend it there. Good luck.
It's like Dave and Buster's.
You can only buy furs with it.
They gave him $17,000 in Dave and Buster's cards. I like that. Yeah, I don't think they would have spent all that money, but maybe paying Mon Cala for some capital ships or something.
Every time I see myself in the monitor back there, I'm starting to look like one of those dummies that has like the...
Oh, a ventriloquist dummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little.
I hope this comes off easily. It should. It's all just like normal makeup. So
we'll see.
I'm gonna like die tomorrow night. I'm gonna get hot.
You'll be fine. We can pop outside. We're not gonna be under lights.
True.
Deidre Russell has one last super chat. Thanks so much, Deidre. Life Day party with the Damons? I'd pay for that. Well, maybe we'll do a Life Day trivia. I think that would be fun.
Really fun.
They usually do trivia on Wednesdays, so we could probably swing that. But and Chazotron sent in one more. Thank you. It says seconded Deidre. But we will
look into that.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up tonight's stream. Go wash up, I guess. Or if you keep that on tonight, that's fine with me.
Do you want me to?
Only if you want to.
Oh goodness. No, I'm gonna take it off.
We're gonna go cook, but we are gonna send you over to our friends at Slam Sector. Because their live stream is starting in literally less than 10 seconds.
And they're going to be cooking.
They're doing a cooking stream. Go tell them praise Nurgle from us.
Yeah.
But we're going to wrap up. Enjoy their stream. Give them a like. They're some of our best friends. They're great people. Go hang out. Or don't. Do whatever you want. Have a great rest of your night. Have a very happy and safe Halloween. Tag us in your Star Wars costume pics on Twitter and stuff.
Ooh,
Love to see them. But everyone have a great night, and may the Force be with you.